Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the GNSS Asia to invite What3Words to discuss about how we are making the world an easier place with the easier addressing to the young professionals of your network. So my name is Zolboo. I work as a partnerships lead of the Asia Pacific region. So here I would like to discuss about what rewards is and then how young professionals in the GIS sector can use what rewards in very different ways. Here I share the screen. Great. So what rewards is we have established in 2013 in London, and now we are being used across the world to help people communicate about locations much easier with the three simple words. Especially you are in the GI sector, you know it really well, but many parts of the world don't have an address at all. When it comes to rural road areas, or when it's next to the seas, or in even in the rural areas, it's hard to navigate ourselves most of the times. By the United Nations, it's been said that 75% of the world of the people are living with either no address at all or with the poor addressing. And not only in the rural area, when we look at into the urban areas, we also have an addressing issues. Let's say there's a big stadium or a big park, there will be only one address in the middle of the building or middle of the park. And when we enter an address information, I could be seeing like many duplicated addresses. That's hard to tell which one is right. And also, especially when it comes to there all the time like construction ongoing, new buildings are not mapped yet. So sometimes it's going to be hard for us to tell exactly where. And then it makes it harder for people to navigate or travel, or when it comes to delivery and all of the sectors. In the world, we do have a very precise solution, which is a GPS coordinates, consists of the 16, 17 digits, right? But when it comes to communicating with people, it is kind of hard because it's not a human friendly, because we would not tell one another that meet you at 46 minutes and everything, right? And then that's the reason why where What3Words comes in. We want to make all the location information more communicatable, that for people to easier communicate or find locations easily. So we have divided the world into the 3-meter squares, each with the unique 3-word addresses that would never change, and all with the unique addressing throughout the world, meaning that every 3-meter square has its own 3 unique words. Let's say this is in the UK or in Australia next to the sea, making the precise locations easier to describe for everyone. Even in the middle of the narrow street in Tokyo, you can find this exact location with the tank aspect testing. So we want to make our system as accessible as possible for everyone. And then for everyone, people can use What3Words for free of charge, either using the What3Words application or What3Words website in order to discover their 3-word addresses or search the locations, or if they want to share where they are going, or in order to navigate to the certain location, or save those locations. And as the application works offline, it makes it also easier in some of the remote areas. As I mentioned about the accessibility, What3Words is currently available in 45 different languages, meaning that if will be in Tokyo, I can find my 3-word address in Japanese, Mongolian, English, Indian. So these are the languages already available, already given and set in the all areas around the globe. In terms of the technicalities, just those 3-word addresses in the back end, there is the coordinates. So we just made those coordinates into more easier for people to communicate. meaning that as we have covered all the world with the three words, very similar words would be shuffled far apart, meaning that it's much easier for people to know where they want to navigate themselves. Meaning that we do have an auto-suggest technology. When people search for the three-word addresses, they can see the similar words. As I mentioned, it's shuffled apart in the world. They can see that one similar words would be in the UK, but the other similar word would be in the US. So there will be, it provides mirror correction. And in terms of the businesses and organizations around the world, what three words is now used over 1,000 businesses worldwide. We can say that as you are all in the GIS sector, you know that every part of the industries and businesses have and somehow connected to the location information, even our everyday lives. So that comes to the travel, that comes to logistics, that comes to automobility, or in an emergency services case. So this is something I wanted to cover a few of the highlight examples with you here. What three words is now currently being used in an emergency situation to locate an emergency, and it's been used around the world to save lives. And then you can see that in the UK, over 84% of the emergency services in the over 100 control rooms are using what three words to locate an emergency. And it's been rolled out internationally in the UK, South Africa, Australia, Mongolia, Canada. These are the countries are using what three words to locate people who are in danger. And we have been hearing that lots of great news that people are being saved on an everyday basis. That comes to that what three words has been in the top charts in the over 140 countries. And not only in the emergency sector, as I mentioned, what three words is being used in the disaster management, in the UN, United Nations world. And recent example has been in the UNICEF Mongolia has used what three words in order to, on their gear installation project. So in order to help people on the installations and an ongoing management and maintenance, they are having the three-word addresses when they are installing it, and then they know it where to go for the next time. And then over 400 gears and the local people are using it to locate and to maintain it in using the UNICEF gear installation project. And of course, when it comes to pinpointing an exact location in an infrastructure or in an incident reporting, such as the potholes. So in the infrastructure world, the people are using it what three words. And one of the example would be Skanska. So one of the leading construction project management company is using what three words in order to report a precise locations, and then their team would be able to go to the precise location for the recovery basis. And not only that, in the tourism world, in the travel world, like every time when we would be going to the new country or new city that we have never been before, we have to know where to go. So for example, at Lonely Planet, in the several guides, they have added what three word addresses on top of the traditional addresses, meaning that they want to make the people, the travelers, to have a best experience and travel like a local. When they have the Lonely Planet book with the what three words app, they can navigate themselves around. And another great example is Airbnb has used what three words in order to locate in the remotest areas. Travelers can find the Stuka reindeer family, the nomadic tribes, when every month they would be moving in, and then the travelers can know where to go. And also in the national parks and the district's councils using what three words in order to locate people's activities or the car parks in order to give the visitor a great experience of finding locations. And in the map world in Korea, the Kakao map has integrated what three words so that users can find the three-word addresses using the Kakao map, meaning that they have used our API in order to discover the three-word address or search for the three-word addresses. And in the automobility world, the Mercedes-Benz has become the first automobility company to use what three words. So meaning that the users can go into the car and then they can just tell the three words where they want to go. And the recent examples in the automobility world has been the Mitsubishi Motors has added what three words in their restyled Eclipse Cross. So also the people can tell their three-word addresses where they want to go. And as we know, the logistics is going way beyond into the drone sector. So recently in the UK, the Royal Mail has partnered with what three words in order to have the parcel delivery with the three-word addresses. So when we are discussing about the changes of the addresses, we needed to communicate locations with each other to the people, but also we need to easier communicate with the machines, drones, or like automobility. So it's making it much precise for the people to communicate addresses, even with the robots or machines. And one of the last example that I wanted to share was the Hitachi. Hitachi Solutions has become, in the especially GIS world sections, they have become our official reseller in Japan. So all companies can get the what three words services through them in the asset management, health and safety, or the construction. So these are some of the examples that I wanted to share about what three words. I wanted to make it as broad as possible for you to, because you can implement into your projects and your the company, businesses, or anything. So feel free to go to the whatthreewords.com to see what are the areas, what are the GIS systems that you can use what three words. And on top of it, if you want to get in contact with me for more information or any questions, feel free to contact me to my email address. So this is the end of the presentation. So I would like you to have best of all for the 2021, and feel free to get in contact with us. Thank you.